Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, February 6th. I hope that you had a great weekend, and it's time for our weekly reading. This week I'm using the Star Tarot. I haven't used it in a while. Was looking at the decks that were closest to me on hand, and I said, oh, I haven't used this one in a while. So I pulled out the Star Tarot. So the message for this week is interesting. We have the Fool, the Seven of Cups, Temperance, and then we have the Moon as the shadow card. Okay. So when I look at the Moon as the first card, I'm sorry, when I look at the Fool as the first card and the Moon as the shadow card, I think, oh boy. Okay. Oh boy, you better watch before you step. Watch before you step. Okay. So you're ready to take a chance or start something. You're ready to go. You're ready for forward movement. You've picked up your foot and you're ready for forward movement. And there is a risk that you will fall, but there's also a risk that you will land on your feet. So you want to move forward and you're willing to take the risk because you feel confident in yourself that you will land on your feet as you move forward. But the first thing you need to do before you take that first step is consider what are all your choices? What are your choices as to what to do, who to do it with? What are your choices as far as what kind of emotions do you want from this? How hard do you want to work? How hard do you want to commit yourself? Lots of decisions. There's lots of things to think about before you take a step or a leap of faith into anything. Okay, there's decisions, there's choices. Sometimes we lose sight of the forest for the trees, or we get so excited about our new venture that we lose sight of all the important things that are there that we should have been taking into consideration before we made a decision and started moving forward. Okay. And the cups on this card are labeled, which is interesting. You have choice, you have instinct, passion, and extremes. And you have a snake there. And you have a fire and a rose and what looks like jewels. Okay. So are you going to make the choice on instinct? You've got that Moon as the shadow card. Are you going to make the choice because you're really passionate about it and you feel so excited about it? And you feel like it's really going to benefit you in a positive way? You have to think about all of that before you take that first step this week. And then once you make your decisions, choose your people, decide what you're going to do, make a plan, everything to ensure that you don't fall flat on your face. You have to balance everything out before you actually take that step. The excitement, the extreme passion that you may be feeling needs to be tempered. It needs to be tempered with your intuition. It needs to be tempered so that you're not going to extremes, that there's not a snake in the grass that's ready to come and bite you. So before you take that step, put yourself in complete balance. Put your mind at balance. Put your body in balance. Put your spirit in balance. Truly feel like you've done the work to bring you to a centered place before you move forward. And always, always, always consider the Moon aspect of this week. It's a full moon. Yesterday was a full moon. Last night was a full moon. And that has a big impact for the week. Okay. In all kinds of ways. With the full moon in Pisces, Pisces is emotions. Pisces is water. Pisces can be extremes. Pisces can be passionate. Pisces can also not heed the warning signs. Pisces can also be too loving and too trusting. That cup with the rose in it, okay? So you have to really pay attention to your intuition. And be sure that all your ducks are in a row, that you're ready, you've made the right decisions, you're moving in the direction that you feel is not only something you're excited about, but it's also balanced with the practical side of things, so that you're stepping forward in full control and in complete balance. And pay attention to your intuition as you take those steps this week, because it's not going to fail you. Your intuition will not fail you. It didn't fail you to get you to the point where you're ready to take that step, and it won't fail you as you go along, as long as you pay attention and you heed the messages that are coming up instinctually, that you're seeing in your third eye, that you're hearing. Pay attention to the messages and then move forward. Interesting reading for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Make good choices. Stay balanced and listen to your gut.